Today I'm going to be talking about Elysium, starring Charlton Copley, Jodie Foster, and Alice Braga. On the space station Elysium, the movie's namesake, every disease known to man can be cured. After an accident at work one day, Max finds himself with terminal cancer. Elysium's only open to the rich and wealthy. Max is not rich or wealthy, so he decides to break into Elysium. So he has to make a deal with a few shady characters, and eventually he gets equipped with this really large and powerful exosuit that gives him enhanced abilities including strength, speed, and even a few of his senses. Now for those of you who don't know, this movie was directed by Neil Blomkamp. Neil Blomkamp is also famous for directing District 9, one of the better sci-fi movies that's come out in the last 10 years. So having to live up to District 9 is not an easy task, and the pacing of District 9 was so incredibly fast and just like furious and just that was an awesome movie. So I understand why Elysium is kind of hard to get up to snuff with it, but at the same time, no excuses. This movie could have been much better. It had a decent script, it had some really good actors in it all over, and I just feel like it kind of just flopped a little bit. Now, what you really want to hear about probably is the action. The action in this movie is good when it happens, but if you want me to be completely honest, there's really only about 3 action scenes in this entire movie, which is sad considering how like frantic and crazy District 9 was, especially towards the end. But that doesn't make the movie any worse or anything. It's just, like I said, this movie it feels like this movie is full of mistakes that could have been easily improved, which is why I was so disappointed, especially considering how good the director is. Overall, I found Elysium to be entertaining, but just not up to snuff with what I expected from Neil Blomkamp. I mean, this is the guy who was going to direct the Halo movie at one point, and could have done a great job, I think. But I think this movie was somewhat Hollywoodized, if you catch my drift. Meaning that it had to have more tender moments and everything to kind of put himself out there. This was his like, District 9 was his big debut, yes, but I feel like this, especially since it stars so many big-time movie stars, I feel like this was his like real Hollywood debut. Like, this is the one that says, oh, these people were in this movie, okay, who's this director? You know what I mean? Instead of it being just about the director like it really should be, but you know what I mean. So that concludes my review for Elysium for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, as always. I'm actually gonna have a Facebook page up pretty soon, and I'm already on Instagram, so I'll be shooting you guys a link to that later on when I get more going. But thank you guys again for watching, and as always, peace.